Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Labor Day that the Lord has made. We are already rejoicing and we're glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming on, I want you to hit that like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon, the squad on this Labor Day and the Ramon Preston Show. We are live in his house right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta on this Labor Day. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Drop in the comments what city you're watching your boy from, what city you representing. I should have a large audience today. It's Labor Day. Everybody's off today, right? The streets are quiet. I guess everybody home sleeping in, resting. For all you entrepreneurs, for all you go-getters, for all you holy hustlers and grinders, for all of y'all that's ready to go to the next level, you should be watching the show today. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. Please put in the comments what city you watching your boy from. And I want to give all of you a shout out on this Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all of you that labor day in and day out. I want you to put in the comments what city you're watching us from. I want to give a shout out to all of our coaching members, our business community members, all of our Next Level Network members. I mean, I have so many people in our community and in our tribe that I have to give a shout out to. We have business coaching members. We have Blueprint Game Plan members. We have School of Prophets members, School of Ministry members. We have our Next Level Network members. And those of you that might even be a part of Next Level Church, where my wife pastors, somewhere in the ecosystem of what Ramon Preston Enterprises is doing, you probably have a connection to. So I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to support us, continuing to share our information, and continuing to give us a reason to show up live like we do on the Ramon Preston Show. So welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you don't know, now you need to know. I'm your host, Ramon Preston. Every Monday through Friday, including Labor Day, we bring information that is specifically and strategically designed to help you properly start, structure, and at some point scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. So I want you to understand all the information that I share with you on the show, outside of my rants and my little excursions that I go on in terms of the content that I share, the teaching that I give you, the training that I provide for you free on this show Monday through Friday. It is a direct extension of our company, our consulting division, our coaching division, and our training division. Just in case you haven't been introduced to me before and this your first time, first of all, thank you for tuning in. But I am Ramon Preston, the host of the Ramon Preston Show. More professionally, I'm the CEO of Ramon Preston Enterprises. And our company specializes in helping people like you start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. So we have a consulting division that we provide business consulting services. And those services include, but are not limited to, helping you properly file and form your nonprofit organization, your holding company, LLC, your operating company, LLC. Our consulting division provides services that extend to helping you build out an entire organizational framework that is with systems and processes, and we help you identify with what needs to be integrated into your organization so that you can continue to move forward in whatever your mission and your vision is. We also have a coaching division. We currently have, for a limited time, we currently have a one-year business coaching program. And this one-year business coaching program is tailored to individuals solopreneurs, or business owners who are ready to really just scale what they're doing to another level. And so in our 1-year business coaching program, we provide weekly coaching calls. We provide an initial coaching session to help build a framework for you throughout your 1 year in that program. Our coaching program provides quarterly masterminds, quarterly workshops where we train you on the nuts and bolts of sales, marketing, holding companies, executive leadership, financial systems, tax strategies. And then we have our training division. Our training division is actually a free complimentary service that we provide with our coaching program. But separate from our coaching program, our training program is primarily centered around Ramon Preston University. It is our online, on-demand, interactive training program where you can access this information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can learn about financial literacy, tax strategies. You can learn about accounting. You can learn about entrepreneurship, holding companies, business ownership. You can learn about real estate investing, goal setting. You can learn about ministry leadership. You can learn about starting and structuring a nonprofit organization, a church, a foundation, an outreach ministry. So everything that I share with you on the Ramon Preston Show is a direct extension of what we do every day within our organization. And so today, on this Labor Day, I want to take a few moments to talk to you about how and why you and I should work like laborers while simultaneously thinking like investors. Okay? So I want to talk to you about how and why you and I should be working like laborers. It's Labor Day, so we need to work like laborers, but we also simultaneously need to think like investors. And I want to help you understand why both of those go hand in hand, and you can't have one without the other. Also, today on the show, I'm going to be sharing more information with you about a few announcements that I made over the weekend. And so those announcements were centered around us expanding our organizational enterprise. We currently right now have 4 full-time employees, 4 salaried employees, 4 individuals who have poured their lives into helping us get to where we are. And my goal, our goal as a team, is to expand that number from 4 to 40. My hope and expectation is that one day we could go from 40 to 400. But for now, we're looking to expand our company, and we're looking to add new team members into our organization. And we have so many levels, so many layers of connectivity. It's like a connective tissue that we want to bring people into our ecosystem. We're looking for interns. We're looking for part-timers, full-timers. We're looking to bring people on our team as business consultants and coaches. We want to certify you. We're looking for licensees. We're looking to license people with our proprietary system, with our processes, with our products and services, so that you can actually become a licensee, so you don't even have to reinvent the wheel. You could just take the wheel and start rolling. We're also looking for partnerships. We want to invest and partner with business owners who are actually doing some things that if you had someone like me and our company getting behind you and joining forces with you, that you could get further quicker. We're even interested in acquisitions. Of course, real estate acquisitions. Maybe you have a property that you want to partner on, or maybe it's a property that you want to sell, residential or commercial, or a business acquisition, something that you want to propose and present to us. So from an intern all the way to an acquisition, we're opening the floodgates of our organizational enterprise, and we want to bring as many people into our world, and we want to come into your world as well. And it doesn't matter if you're in Atlanta or not. We want to build relationships. I want to really connect with people. I want to take the gift that God has given to me, the abilities that God has given to me, the skill set, the wherewithal, the know-how, the success that he's given to me and my team. And I want to share it with my community. I want to share it with my tribe. I'm looking to connect with pastors. I'm looking to connect with community leaders. I'm looking to connect with ministers. I'm looking to connect with groups of individuals who want to add fuel to the fire of what you're doing with your people, with your business, with your ministry, with your family. And so at the end of today's show, I will be giving you some information on how you can reach out to me and make a connection so that we can at least have that conversation to see where can you fit into the ecosystem of Ramon Preston Enterprises. And I'm so excited about that. We have some new programs, some new products and services that we're going to be introducing. And I'm excited. By the way, if you're not on our email list and you didn't get the email or the notification this weekend about some of the big announcements we're making, one of those announcements was centered around us looking for people who are Spanish speaking. I really would love for us to turn our university into a Spanish speaking university. I would love for us to be able to take our books, our training material, our online university, and all of the products and services that we have and convert them into different languages. I also have an initiative for young people. We're in the incubator here. Like every day we're doing research and development at Ramon Preston Enterprises. And so we're looking at reaching out to young people. We want to take our blueprint game plan, our online training program, and we want to convert that into a digital game to help educate young people, kids, on financial literacy, entrepreneurship, business ownership, real estate investing. And we want to educate them and train them in a very fun 21st century digital way. So if you are a creative, if you are a content creator, if you are a videographer, I'm already pitching right now. I'm already giving y'all the announcement. But if you're anything in between what we're looking for, I want you to really reach out to me. I want to build a relationship with you. I want to expand into other communities, other cities, other states, other countries. I want to reach the world because ultimately my mission is to live, love, and lead people to their next level. And in order for me to do that, ultimately, I've got to be able to connect with you where you are. So let's talk about how do we work like laborers while simultaneously thinking like investors? Because it's Labor Day. A lot of people right now, and I'm not going to throw no shade on nobody. I'm going to try to be civil today since it's our day off, right? But a lot of people, mentally and physically took the day off because they're operating, listen to me, they're operating like laborers, but they're not thinking like investors. So Prophet Ramon, how do I work like a laborer, but think like an investor? That should be the question, because a lot of people right now, they're operating. I can't even say they working today because they off, because they think like a laborer. And they pay no attention to thinking like an investor. So now, if you missed the show last Friday, there are a few things that I mentioned that I want to connect to this discussion today, because we want to talk about how do we work like a laborer? How do we work like a laborer, but think like an investor? How do we do that? Now, if you watch the show Friday, I shared with you some information on playing the money game. And I gave you a process that you needed to take into consideration if you really wanted to get into the money game. Now, again, if you want to play the game, if you want to get in the game because you want success for yourself, you want success for your family. First of all, can we start there? How many of you, by a show of hands, even though you're not in person, but how many of you, by a show of hands, want to do better for yourself? How many of you could use more money? How many of you could do more things for your family and for your church and for your community if you experience more success? That's a real question that I want to ask you. Because if you are not able to answer that question, then maybe you're not going to even put yourself in the ecosystem of being able to work like a laborer and think like an investor. So let's just start there. If you could use more money, if you had more success, are there things that you could do with that success? Are there some people that you could help? Think about the people you know you could help if you had more money or you had some success or more influence or had the ability to do it. Okay? So when you think about the things that you know you want to accomplish, right? Where do you start? Where do you start? I'm starting like from the bottom. Like, where do you start in order to begin the process of getting to a point that you can actually see results financially, see results in your business, in your ministry, so that you can change the course of your family, of your church, or of your community? Well, if you followed me on the show Friday, here's what we started with. We started with information. I'm going to walk y'all through this whole process. Then we're going to come back to working like a laborer and thinking like an investor. So it starts with information. It starts with information. Now, here's what I want to say. And I'm going to walk you through each phase of this, right? Information needs to become knowledge, right? So your information needs to become knowledge. Your knowledge then needs to become practice. I'm just simplifying it for you. Your knowledge needs to become practice. So we got information. Some of you are on this level of information because you're being informed. I can't tell you how many people I talk to, or how many people send me emails, or how many people text us or reach out to us because they're watching the show like you're watching right now. And guess what they got? They got information on starting a holding company, right? They got information on sales because they heard me talk about it.
So I made a statement. WMC has huge potential to skyrocket.
Okay.
I guess they was making a statement.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Some of you you've gotten information on marketing. Some of you got information on, let's say, tax strategies. So let me just show you how this works. Because if we're going to get to a place where we're able to work like laborers and think like investors, thus being in the best position to not just have success, but to share that success with the people we love the most, where does it start? Here's where it starts. It starts with information. Now, when you start gathering information, you have to start filtering that information down to the details of what you know you need that best fit what you want to accomplish. So a lot of you have been introduced to me because I talk to people all week, every week, all the time, that respond to us or that reach out to us or that we reach out to. So a lot of you, you're getting information from me about what? You're getting information from me about holding companies. Because you heard me talk about a holding company. You Google, you went to YouTube and put me in the search, or put holding company in the search engine, and Ramon Preston came up. And you have heard enough. You have heard enough. You have heard enough on those videos. You have heard enough from me to know that I am well informed about holding companies. I am well informed about sales. I'm well informed about marketing. I'm well informed about tax strategies. But you didn't dig deep enough into that information. Watch what I show you, because you might have missed this Friday. You didn't dig deep enough in the information for what I was talking about to take form in you. Did you catch that? You just missed it. Because if you listen to me enough, in other words, if I informed you enough about how to start and structure a holding company, you would have actually committed to starting and structuring it. You would have actually been at this level of putting what you were informed on to practice. But here's what happens. You listen to me on a video, you listen to me on some type of audio, you listen to me at some random event, free or paid, and you get enough information, to at least be aware of what you need in order to succeed, but you don't let that information take form inside of you. So for those of you that you know you have a desire to have a holding company, you have a desire to build your holding company out into divisions and subsidiaries, and you are listening to and have found someone who teach the concept and who gives you the nuts and bolts, the tactics on how to put that information to practice, right? You are listening to someone. You are connected to someone who informs you about sales, on how you have to take your sales and your marketing and like literally mesh them together, build them together within your holding company. This is what I call my SMS matrix. That's how we teach it. We teach structure, we teach marketing, and we teach sales, and we show you how to put all three together, because you need a structure, an infrastructure for your holding company, your divisions, and your subsidiaries. But you also need marketing and sales systems to complement that, so you can properly position yourself in the market, you can price your products and services correctly, and can actually generate sales or revenue. All right? You're listening to me about tax strategies on how you can create non-taxable events and activities within your holding company. But here's the problem with some people. They get information from me and they stop on the information level. Back to what I was just saying. I have people all the time tell me, I hear what you're saying on the show, but I just don't know. This is what they say. I just don't know if it works for me, because you stop that information. I cannot give you everything I know and practice 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. So I launched this show. We launched this show in January full time. We decided in January full time. So that's February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So for 7.5 months, almost 8 months, we have been hosting this show every Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock noon for at least 1 hour. So that means there are over 100 shows, but I have 700 and something videos just on YouTube alone. And most of those videos teach you about holding companies, sales, marketing, tax strategies, real estate investing, financial literacy. And if you went and watched all of those shows, and you just binged watched on Ramon Preston, it still doesn't mean that information would convert to knowledge and ultimately convert to practice. So a lot of times when you get information, you have to get past this apprehension, this reluctancy to push through information in order to get to the no. I got to get to the no. And here's the biggest no. The biggest no, some of y'all gonna catch this. The biggest no is not to know what Ramon Preston knows. The biggest no is to know Ramon Preston. Oh my God. Did you catch that? It's like you listen to somebody who gives you information. You know the information they're giving you is the right information. And you stop at the information level. You never dig deeper. And then some people who dig deeper only dig deeper because they want to know what Ramon Preston knows rather than saying, you know what? I want to know him. Because if I can get into proximity, if I can get into proximity to someone who's actually practicing what they know, I'm not going to just know what they know, but I'm going to know the practitioner. I'm going to know the practitioner. I'm going to know the practitioner. So all of a sudden it elevates me, not just my knowledge. And guess what happens? Most people never get past the information stage. They never get past the information level. And then some who get to the knowledge level, they start knowing a little bit, but they never know enough. So how do you know, Ramon, if I know enough or if I don't know enough? Well, let's just take a look at some of the things that I teach. Let's look at some of the things that I teach to see if you have this information, knowledge, and practice down. Let's take a test. Since Labor Day is your day off, let's just take a test. Can we do that? Let's take a test. So let's take a test. Let's take a test on the information, the knowledge, and the practice. And somebody's saying, what does this have to do with working like a laborer and thinking like an investor? It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with it. Because you can't work on that level and think on that level simultaneously if you have not become a practitioner in certain areas based on knowledge and information that has been formed in you. Because your confidence level, your creativity level, your commitment level is all tied into you getting the right information, developing knowledge, knowing what has been formed in you, and being able to put it into practice. So let's just go through the list of some of the things that I teach, just some of them. I teach on tax strategies. Okay, I teach on financial literacy. I teach on holding companies. I teach on what else? Real estate investing. I teach on wealth building. Oh, and guess what? I've done them all. I have. That's not just my job, but it's my life. So when you look at just a few of the things that I teach, I mean, of course, I teach ministry. I teach ministry. We could put ministry. We could put church, nonprofit. I teach all that. But when you just look at a few things that I teach and I train people on, all right, are you able to put these things into practice that you have heard me teach on? So if you're not practicing high level, high impact tax strategies within your business or within your entrepreneurial endeavors, it's because you might have gotten some information from me, but that information may have not turned into knowledge. And even if you know what I know, you may have not been close enough, in proximity enough, active enough to put it to practice. This is where so many people get it twisted. Because if you notice, you can go to school and educate yourself for the next 30 years and never put what you learned to practice. You know why? Because you got information, you may have gathered knowledge, but you were never in proximity to practitioners in order to put that into practice. So let's say if somebody went to law school, right? Let's say if somebody went to medical school and they came out a lawyer with their law degree and their doctor's degree. Well, first of all, most of them, by the time they come out with their degree, would have had to intern at some point. So they wouldn't even be able to practice as practitioners or professionals if at some point they were not able to put that information and knowledge to practice prior to launching their own firm, launching their own medical practice. And so us as entrepreneurs, what we do is we find internet gurus like Ramon and we say, you know what? Oh, he's talking my talk. He's talking about tax strategies. He's talking about financial literacy. He's talking about holding companies. He's talking about real estate investing. He's talking about wealth building. He's teaching us how to build divisions and subsidiaries. Oh, we can even call Ramon and Ramon to give us a free 15, 20, end up being an hour consultation. We'll ask him 3 or 4 questions and we'll get enough. We'll get enough. We'll find out enough. We'll get enough information and knowledge to put to practice. And what happens in 2 weeks? You're still working. You're not doing. You know why? Because you did not get in proximity to that practitioner. I used to always wonder why and it used to always happen to me in real estate, because in real estate, they have like real estate investment clubs. They have like networking meetings. Like in the real estate arena, unlike just basic entrepreneurial arenas, in the real estate arena, they always have like these events, these networking events, these networking meetings, right? And when you go to these networking events and meetings, literally, I promise you, and I can say never, I have never been to a real estate networking event, and I have never been to one of those events and have not heard the keynote speaker or whoever was hosting it. I've never not heard them say, out of all the things you need, I've never not heard them say, you don't need a mentor or a coach. They always say, you got to have a mentor, because everybody will get up. You know, little Jake in the back. Jake ain't got a pot to pee in or when to throw it out, but he go to all the network events. He knows everybody on YouTube, and Jake gets up. Hi, my name is Jake. Hey, Jake, how you doing, Jake? I just wanted to know, now, we've sat here and talked for 2 hours, and Jake got his behind up asking an idiotic question after 2 hours. You know, I follow A, B, C, D, and E on social media, and I've gone to ABC's workshop and gone to ABC's seminar, but I just wanted to ask, how do I get started in real estate? Jake, duh. And just to be nice, the keynote or whoever the facilitator or host is, they're going to come right back around and say, Jake, you know what you need? Here's what you need, Jake. You need a sponsor. Jake, you know what you need, man? Jake, you need a mentor. Jake, you know what you need? You need a coach. Jake, you know what you need? You need a consultant. Jake, you know what you need? Sit your behind down. That's what you need, Jake. You need to sit your behind down, Jake, because you're not ready to practice, because what we're teaching you and informing you on, sit your behind down. It's Labor Day. What else you going to get out of me today? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? You need a sponsor. You need a mentor. You need a coach. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might just be thinking, oh, he's trying to sell his coaching program. I am. Of course. But guess what I'm also selling? I'm trying to sell you, but you might be unsellable. Because you're not, what's the book we read from our rich uncle? You can't sell if you ain't sold. You can't sell if you ain't sold. How many of y'all feel me on that?
They laughing.
Anybody got a question?
They laughing there.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true, ladies and gentlemen. And so all of you, I'm just giving you the game right now, because that's what I'm going to start doing. All of you that you have been informed about what you need to do. You have some level of knowledge on what you need to do, on what I need to do what? On what you need to do to succeed, on what you need to do to increase your income, on what you need to do to get out of debt, on what you need to do to get your credit score up, on what you need to do to get your family out of that paycheck to paycheck rut. If you have been informed and you know you have found information that sounds like it can get you to where you want to be, the next step is to let that information form you, but you got to go deeper. That means you got to get closer. You got to come in. So we always tell people, because people listen to me on social media. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos out there on business and finance and entrepreneurship and real estate investing. And we always try to tell people, if what you heard made an impact in you, can you imagine what getting in proximity to us is going to do now that you're able to not just hear that message, but layer it with proximity, layer it with being in the same ecosystem, layer it with accountability, layer it with support. And guess what? Even if it's not my program, it's got to be somebody's program. And for all of you that want to be coaches, all of you that want to be consultants, all of you that want to be bosses, all of you that want to be leaders, and you have never paid for any of the above, this is why you ain't making money. How can you be a coach when you're not coached? How can you be a consultant when you're not consulted? How can you be a leader when you're not led? It's like, what do they call it? John Maxwell, I think he calls it, like the law of draw, I think. I think that's what John Maxwell calls it, the law of draw. You're going to attract who you actually are. So if you become that because you got around that, what do you think you're going to attract? You're going to attract that. Man, I can't find no business. Nobody don't want to pay attention to me. Nobody don't want to buy my products. Nobody don't want to do business with me. Nobody ain't calling me back. Nobody ain't looking at my idea. Nobody ain't giving me the time of day. Now let's look at what you're not doing to other people who want to help give you that lift to get to your next level. So how do you work like a laborer? Well, in order to work like a laborer, you have to have the right information. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. You have to have the right knowledge. You have to have the right practice, which means you have to get into proximity to what you want to become so that you can develop, the skill set. You got to develop a skill set. So guess what? If you want more money, let's say you want more money. Let's go to class right there. Let's just start right there. If you want more money, based on what we've covered so far, what do you need to do? You need to get the right information about money. So your broke auntie or your sister or your daddy or your cousin who ain't never had more than $8,000 income tax time, they can't give you the right information about money. How can they help form inside of you about money, freedom, financial freedom, wealth, when they have never had it? They've never practiced it. They've never been in proximity to it. They don't even have the skill set for it. They don't have the skill set for money. You get what I'm saying? So the first thing you need to do is to work like a laborer. I need the right information. I need the right knowledge. Excuse me. I need the right practice. And then I need my information, my knowledge and practice to bring me into proximity to practitioners who are already operating on high levels of whatever area I'm being informed, knowledgeable, and practicing in. Whether it's money, this could be business, this could be investing, whatever it's in. Now, how do you think like an investor? I wonder if somebody can answer that question for me. What would be one of the first things you could do to think like an investor? I wonder if anybody can answer that question. I don't think nobody get my answer. Say what? Somebody want to take a shot? Let me look in the comments real quick and see if anybody could maybe get close. Does anybody know what is one of the things, or maybe the first thing you could do to think like an investor? We already understand this. Got to get the right information, the right knowledge, the right practice. You got to get in proximity. I'm going to come back to this so that you can develop the right skill set, whether it's about money, business, investing. It could be relationships. Yeah, it could be relationships. It could be about ministry. Yeah, it could be about anything. What is one of the first things? What is one of the first things to think like an investor? What is one of the first things you can do? Well, if you're working like a laborer and thinking like an investor, one of the first things you can do is actually work what you think. Huh? Here is the word. Invest. You know the biggest reason why most people don't invest? What do you think it is? That's good. Somebody said, make money work for you. Rubino said on Facebook, he said, hang around 9 broke people, you'll be the 10th.
Oh, wow.
Latika, hey daughter, she said on YouTube, work what you think. Work what you think. That's what I was saying. Invest. Most people don't invest because when they see the word invest, guess what they're thinking about? Spending. They don't look at what they're doing as investing. They look at what they're doing as spending. If I can't even tell you the tens of thousands of dollars that I have spent. Watch this. Watch this. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars, but I looked at that money as an investment, and most of that money, guess what it went to? Guess what it went to? Most of it didn't go to information. Most of it didn't go to knowledge. Most of it didn't go to practice. You know what most of those tens of thousands of dollars went to? Proximity. I paid to get closer to certain people. Oh my God. I paid to get closer to certain people. So for all of you right now that's ready to just blow your business out the water, you ready to just like take it to the next level, and you know you really want to take it to the next level, and something inside of you is telling you that, man, I can take it to the next level. Here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to work like a laborer. You're going to have to work like a laborer, but you have to pair working like a laborer with what? Thinking like an investor. To the extent, man, I'm giving y'all some free game today. To the extent that your labor becomes that of an investor. To the extent, watch this, you work like a laborer and simultaneously think like an investor to the extent that your labor becomes that of an investor. So now every decision you make, you are making that decision and taking action on that decision as if it's an investment. Why are we sitting in this office today on Labor Day when the majority of society is home? You know why the majority of society is home? Because they're laborers. Laborers don't have to work on Labor Day. I bet investors are working. Bada bing, bada boom. Because we're investing in something that's bigger than a day. So taking a day off from work is not taking a day off from labor. Taking a day off from work is taking a day away from my investment into my future. My investment into going where I want to go, doing what I want to do, having what I want to have. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you are an entrepreneur and a business owner and you took the day off, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should. You should be ashamed of yourself. I want to make you feel bad. You should feel horrible about yourself. You got that much money. You doing that good that you could take a whole day off. Oh, I forgot. You're a laborer. You think like a laborer because you definitely don't work like an investor. And guess what? It doesn't mean that you can't take the day off and still make money. But don't give me no lame excuse. Oh, I got residual income. That little network marketing company ain't paying all your bills. I got residual income. That Shopify store ain't making that much money for you. I got residual income. Those little automated things that you using ain't paying all your bills. Don't trick yourself and fool yourself into thinking that you're actually operating as if you are an investor. So I need to work like a laborer and think like an investor to the extent that my labor becomes that of an investor. Because when my labor becomes that of an investor, let me tell you what's going to happen to me, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And some of you should be inspired by me. Some of you should be inspired by me. I built $1 million company, and guess what I'm doing? Yep. One of my spiritual daughters yesterday, I was just caught off guard when she was saying congratulations. It took me a minute to register what she was saying. She was talking about congratulations about the emails that went out about the announcement, about us expanding, and the only thing came to my mind was, okay, we got $1 million company, but the first thing came to my mind was, man, I need 10 million. I'm not even in the ballpark until we at 10 million. So here's what I thought to myself. If we could, by the way, for those of you that have sales issues, marketing issues, structure issues, you don't know if your company is structured correctly. You don't know if your holding company is structured correctly. You don't know if one of your ideas should be a division or a subsidiary, or maybe you're having some tax strategy issues. You're, like leaking a lot of pre-tax revenue out of your business, and you just don't have a good grip on systems and structures and the financials. I want you to join our 1-year business coaching program. I'm thinking about discontinuing it. I say it every day I get on the show because I have like 3 or 4 other programs that we're about to roll out. But if you're not a part of our 1-year business coaching program, I want you to take it into consideration to join our 1-year business coaching program. So here's what my point is. It's 4 of us. 4 of us are, we have 4 salary, full-time people. And if you can build a $1 million company with 4 people, somebody do the math. How am I going to get to 10? Say what? I got somebody who does the math. How many? If I got 4 full-time people, and we at $1 million, what it's going to do to get to 10 million? 40. Okay. Because some people asking me like, why are you hiring? I'm hiring everybody. If you qualify, if you go through the vetting process, I'm going to hire them. So if 4 people could get to $1 million, 40 can get to 10. And guess what? We just had a meeting today on Labor Day, and we sat down with, I sat down with 2 of them, and they already got $1 million strategy. They got a strategy to get to $1 million themselves, by themselves. I mean, of course, with my support, with my leadership, but nevertheless, they see, oh, wow, 2 could actually do it. So that might cut that 40 into 20 and give 20 times 2. It just depends on how hungry people are. And so that was the big announcement that we was making today. So for those of you that are looking to pivot, you're looking to pivot, I want you to be a part of our community. I want to connect with you. I want to partner with you. I want you to be a part of the dream team, the RP dream team. And so we're looking for people on all levels, from all walks of life, from anywhere on the planet. So let me give you an idea of who we're looking for. We're looking for, let me give you an idea of who we're looking for. We're looking for interns, part-time, full-time. We're looking for interns, part-time, full-time. We're looking for high-level, amazing people to become certified in our business certification for consultants and coaches. So we're looking for interns, for part-time and full-time individuals. We're looking for people who want to be certified under our company, under our university, for consultants and coaches. And so what we're doing with our business certification program is we're going to basically certify you the way we do it. So you will have a certification as a consultant and a coach, and you can have your own coaching and consulting business. You could do it your way. We're just going to show you our way of consulting and coaching. and we're going to take you through our training process so that when you do get that certification, you're going to actually know what you're doing and be legit in what you're doing. And it's going to give you the confidence, and it's most likely going to give you the ability to garner more from your clients and the people that you serve. We're also looking at providing licensing, meaning that anything that has a RP on it. So that's our university, which includes our ministry, School of Ministry, School of Prophets, our Blueprint Game Plan, our coaching, all our training materials. Like literally, you could be licensed and you can use everything that we have. You don't even have to create nothing. You don't have to create no marketing material. You don't have to create no workbooks. You don't have to create no workshops, no masterminds, no boot camps. You can teach and train and use our material and our video-based on-demand platform as a licensee. That's something that we're offering. So for those of you that are interested, I want you to send a video and your resume to careers@ramonpreston.com. Send your video or your resume to careers@ramonpreston.com. So if you are a content creator, editor, videographer, I want you to send your video, short video of you. I mean, give me your pitch, give me your proposition, and your resume to careers@ramonpreston.com. If you would like to join our team as a consultant, a coach, or a licensee, I want you to send a video and your resume, your bio, your information to careers@ramonpreston.com. All right? Maybe you have some admin, technology, office. That could be front office or back office experience. You might have event coordinator experience. You might be a trainer of some sorts. I want you to send your video and your bio to careers@ramonpreston.com. My team and I, we are prepping up for like our own version of a career day. It's gonna be the RP career day. It's gonna be amazing, and we're gonna be vetting everyone that sends us information. If you are in another state outside of Buckhead, Atlanta, I want to build relationships with people out of state. I'm looking for people to be ambassadors in other cities. Listen, if you are a pastor, I'm really wanting to work with pastors. Like, I want to get pastors educated and trained, or at least your key people educated and trained on not just ministry, because most of you pastors and preachers, you got ministry on lock. I want to get your people trained and in practice for business and finance and entrepreneurship and real estate investing. This is an amazing time. Like, there are going to be so many millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires that come out of this pandemic. It ain't gonna make no sense. And we want to be some of them people. All right. So please, ladies and gentlemen, send all of your videos and emails to, what is it? What did I say? Videos, emails, and resumes, your bios. Send them to careers at RamonPreston.com. It was something else I was supposed to mention. What was it? What am I missing? I'm going to think about it once I get off. So somebody give me one big takeaway that you got from today's show. What stood out among all the other things that I talked about today? Somebody give me a big takeaway. See if somebody drops a big takeaway out of that. I'm trying to think about, we talked about our I forgot. Yeah, this is what I forgot to mention. This is still a pitch for those of you. If you would like to create a partnership, you're looking for an investor in your business, or you might have a real estate deal. All right, send me the information. By tomorrow, I have a new email, deals at. But right now, you can at least send it to careers at who? Info. Thank you. Send it to info at RamonPreston.com. So if you want to do a partnership, maybe you want to sell your business. Maybe you have something you want to sell. Reach out to me. Like, our company will buy a business or a piece of real estate if it fits our qualification criteria. And we have investors. Like, we got investors in our back pocket. Like, we don't just talk about what we do. We actually do it. I mean, we actually do real estate. We do business every day. So for those of you that have business ideas or businesses that you know could get to that next level, and you're looking for an investor or a partnership, or you're looking just to create an acquisition where you might want to sell your business or sell that idea that you know is a great idea, or you might have a piece of real estate that you want to sell, residential or commercial. Send me that information. Send me that deal. Send me that proposition to info at RamonPreston.com. This Saturday, 12 o'clock noon, we're going to be hosting a free business boot camp. 12 o'clock noon Saturday, we're going to be hosting a free business boot camp. Now, we have hosted quite a few events this year. We've hosted a few masterminds this year, a few workshops. We've hosted countless webinars and virtual events. And so we wanted to at least drop in the RP business community, in our community. We wanted to at least drop one free event as a way to say thank you to all of you who continue to follow us. Maybe you've never purchased a product from us. Maybe you've never participated in any of our coaching calls, or maybe you've done all the above and you just have people that you think to yourself you wish could listen to me and hear me discuss certain key things about business or finances. Well, you can give your people, your community, your team an opportunity to join me live this upcoming Saturday from 12 to 4. I'm hosting a free 4-hour boot camp. And during this boot camp, we're going to be doing a real deep dive into goal setting, into scheduling, into the pillars of business success. We're going to be using our SMS matrix. It is our structure, marketing, sales matrix to show you how to properly structure a business, from holding companies, divisions to subsidiaries. We're going to talk about a few of the key components of marketing, a few key components of sales, and how you should build that infrastructure out to be success. And whether you are on a fixed income or you're all the way on the other side of that spectrum as a full-time business owner or ministry leader, you're going to learn something in this 4-hour business boot camp. We have an amazing boot camp set up. It is virtual. I think we may have a few seats left in person. So if you would like to be a part of that boot camp in person, you need to text 404-478-7213. You need to text the word boot camp to 404-478-7213. The virtual boot camp is free. All you have to do is register for the boot camp, RSVP. It will automatically onboard you, and Saturday at 12 o'clock, you'll be able to log in to your account, go to that dashboard, click on live, and you'll get access to the free event. I'm going to be teaching, I'm going to be training, I'm going to be answering questions. I'm going to be giving you the game because I want to help you in 2021 strong. And I want your family to be a part of it. So whoever you know that needs to learn about finances, tax strategies, holding companies, entrepreneurship, goal setting, scheduling, they need to learn a little bit about sales and marketing. I want you to invite them to be a part of that as well. And all of you who are interested in being a part of our coaching program, you need to text the word coaching. Text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. 404-478-7213. I love y'all. Happy Labor Day. We got a little more work to do before we leave here, and we appreciate all of you. We'll see you same place, same time right here on the Ramon Press